They took around about £2,000 and I got nothing out of it. I'm Vicky, I am 21 from Leicester. Currently I am a full-time student at Montfort University. I am a model, actress and I do reality TV. Balancing university work and reality TV jobs is very hard. I will quite a lot of the time overlap commitments. So I'll have a meeting with the lecturer and a meeting with my manager. But since I've been doing it for about 2 years now, I have found a good way to make it work. I have been a social media influencer for about 2 years now. Loved every single second of it. My personal target audience is girls in their 20s, women in their 20s, but my demographics are young girls and men and women in their 20s. There are a few middle-aged women, but only a small handful. My reach is over 100,000 and that's on my Instagram. On my YouTube, I've got around 11,000, so it's a lot smaller, but it's still quite a substantial audience. So I got scouted through Instagram. I think at this point I only had about 9,000 followers. I was still a very small account, and I got scouted for my first ever TV show. So do you have ambition, goals? Are you driven? No. That ice is about as dead as this date. What? And then from that show, ITV and different TV companies saw it, and then they messaged me through Instagram as well. Having brand deals online is very important because it shows that you're serious about your job. Because when you get a brand deal, they give you a day and a time that you have to post, and if you don't stick to them times, the brand tends to drop you. So showing that you have continuous brand deals and brand deals with different people just shows that you're professional and that you kind of know what you're doing with your account. My opinion on reality TV is that it's a very good way for people to show their personality in different scenarios. So obviously we have like The Only Way is Essex is one, or we have Love Island, which is a more romantic one. And I think people who go on it know what they're signing up for. And yeah, it's just a really good way to show your personality, show who you are, and yeah, hopefully get more of an audience for yourself. I think there isn't too many reality TV shows. I get why people would think that because there are all sorts, but there's all sorts for different reasons. So say if, you know, there's a group of audience that aren't into the whole watching people fall in love, romantic scenes, they don't like that, but some people like the challenges or people competing against each other for reality TV shows. So I think with reality TV there's so many different categories for different audiences, which I think is amazing. The type of TV programmes I'd like to get involved with, obviously a big one is Love Island. Yeah, if one day in the future and I'm a single woman, don't want anyone, haven't got anyone by me, then yeah, Love Island would be a big one for me. I'd love to, like, if Big Brother was still around, I would have loved to do it. I think the ones that I have done are ones that I wanted to do anyway, so it's just about working my way up, and The Circle would be a good one as well. If I did get onto Love Island, the goal for going on would obviously be to find love, and I think I'd also want to show people who I am and, you know, what kind of person I am, and hopefully people would like me as a person. Also, it would be a really good way to get my modelling out there as well, because then more people would know who I am, which would be really great. I think society is affected by reality TV in both positive and negative. It's positive because it shows people, so like Love Island, if we keep going back to that, it shows people modern day dating. This is what people do in a modern day. It's not, you don't really look at each other across the street and magically fall in love and have this innocent romance you know, for the rest of your life. It kind of just shows the good, the bad, all of that. But the negative, obviously, people start to compare themselves to these people that they see online and on TV, which is bad because then people grow up with insecurities. I think it depends on the person. I think when it comes to reality TV, it is heavily relied on social media because yes, you can see the person on TV, but afterwards a lot of the audience members want to see what they're doing, and a big part of that is Twitter and Instagram. I know that a lot of people get scouted online and they find a lot of their contestants online, and it's a really, really good way of seeing what a person's like before actually meeting them in person. So I think they are heavily relied on social media. My online presence, it's extremely positive. I get the odd message, but I've never had anything where I've thought, oh, that's really, really nasty, which luckily I've got 70,000 followers in and not had that yet. And even on my YouTube, it's been so positive. But I know a lot of friends who do the same kind of work as me and they get so much, and I see how much it brings them down. So personally, I feel very lucky to not get any of that. I did a YouTube video with a group called the Sidemen, and I got contacted by a YouTuber called KSI, and that just completely blew my Instagram up. Obviously, I'm doing YouTube, it's not as big as my Instagram work. So with these YouTubers working with me, it's just completely, changing my career for the better. I'd say 1 or 2 times the pressure of being an online presence has got too much, because people expect so much of you, and sometimes you just want to lounge around and not do anything, but you have to post at this time, or you need a video up at this time, or you've got a commitment here, there and everywhere, and it's incredible. The whole experience is amazing, but sometimes you do just want to sit back and just think, okay, I just want today to myself, I don't want to talk to anyone. It's like a short span feeling, it's never a long-term thing. It's maybe for an hour you think, oh god, here we go, but no, it's all worth it in the end. My career has definitely affected friendships. I know that when I first started growing online and doing YouTube videos, a lot of people suddenly saw me as stuck up, and I thought, in my head I was kind of like, how is me suddenly getting numbers going to change my personality? Which I get, it does happen to some people. So the first assumption of me is, you have had plastic surgery. I have not had any plastic surgery. I've had nothing done to face, body, anything, but I am open to it. Those friends that actually know me did stick around, and they know that I'm still the girl I was when I had 2,000 followers 2 years ago. Yeah, so definitely people did leave. My family are extremely supportive of me. Everything I do, they want to watch every show, they want to come down to London when I'm travelling down, they record every show I've ever been on, and they try and follow my Instagram, but they don't really understand it, but they're very supportive. I've never felt insecure after being on a reality TV show. I'm quite naturally confident anyway. I've always been quite sure of myself and who I am. That's why reality TV is good for me, because I can go on being sure of who I am and come out of it feeling positive. When it comes to beauty standards, if someone is quite insecure to begin with and they're seeing all these things online, it goes one or two ways. They either think, okay, I'm going to be the person I've always dreamt of being, or they think I'm going to be the person people think I should be. And it should obviously be the person that you've always wanted to be, and someone that you inspire to be, not someone you feel like you should be. But with me personally, it's always just motivated me to be a better version of myself. That it's not getting plastic surgery, it's not changing my hair, anything like that. It's just me achieving goals, and I see someone else doing this amazing thing and I think, okay, I want to be there one day. But I can see how it can go the other way, where people feel the need to change in the physically. So yeah, it goes one or two ways. I think getting work done in some areas would make me feel more confident. There's slight things that I want done, and I know that one day I will get it done, but it's nothing big. It's not like I want to reinvent my whole face. Like, I'm very, very happy with the way I look. It's just slight tweaks that I know will make me kind of just think, oh, that's a bit better. But yeah, I can see how plastic surgery can make people feel worse about themselves, but for me personally, I think it'll be something that just makes me feel that slightly bit better. I think now I tell my younger self just to not be too hard on yourself. Obviously when you're young and you see all these older women like in their early 20s, you think, why don't I look like that? But you know, you change and you grow so much as you get older, and you just have to sit and wait and just see like how you turn out. And you know, I tell myself to just not wish for myself to look different, because right now I don't wish for anything to be different really. But when I was younger, 100% I thought, okay, I want to look like that, and you know, I want to be like that person. So I just say, take it easy on yourself, have fun, like your time will come. I have been scammed by a modelling agency. They took around about £2,000 and I got nothing out of it. From modelling, I earned a nice chunk of money, and this agency came to me and said, okay, if you give us this portion of money, we can do this and this, and we'll double it in this amount of time. And to me, I was already in this excited hype of, wow, I'm starting to earn money. Okay, take £2,000, like, you know, I can't wait to double it, and nothing happened. They basically just ran with the money. It really put a downer on me, but also I'm glad it happened, because now I know what a genuine modelling agency looks like, and not to be stupid with money. Just because you get a little bit doesn't mean you need to start going crazy with it. So I think the fact that it happened is annoying, but I'm glad it happened because it gave me a massive life lesson. I get recognised weekly now, it's insane. It only really happens in Leicester. It doesn't happen whenever I'm in London or Manchester, but it's only ever in Leicester on nights out, if I'm in town, shopping, obviously around my university and everything. It's always been so positive, like people just come up to me. It ranges from young like boys and girls to like people my age or slightly older. I've never had anything negative, just people, I don't know, just people really excited, which is crazy, and it's a really nice feeling. I think since, you know, everything that's happened with people from Love Island, and obviously there's been way too many deaths than we'd want out of reality TV, obviously we'd want 0. When it comes to tabloids and newspapers, I think there should be restrictions on what they can say, because if we're putting so much pressure online, being like, oh, you know, let's monitor what people are saying online, let's, you know, only spread love, don't spread hate, why aren't we doing it with the newspapers too? If, you know, like say Instagram, the comments are starting to get a lot stricter. You can now decide what comments you want on there, you can block words from being on there, you can, you know, all this kind of stuff you can do. You can stop people being trolls online. Why are we letting grown adults be trolls in a printed newspaper or a newspaper put out onto, you know, social media? I think there should be a lot more restriction on that. Growing up, I've never had mental health, and now as a young adult, I've never had mental health, but I know that with all the pressure that happens online, and if I suddenly blew up and I had, you know, hundreds of thousands of all these followers, it'd definitely be something I'd want that support system there, just in case, because you never know how you're going to feel, and you never know what's going to end up upsetting you more than others, and where it's going to turn you. So I think, yeah, I think I would want a strong support system there. I know when I've been on different shows, before you go on the show, you have a meeting with a psychiatrist, and they monitor your mental health before you're even allowed on the shows, which I know a few years back that would have never happened, so that's a really, really good thing. But obviously afterwards I'd want that care. My memorable reality TV shows, I say my number 1 is definitely Dressed to Impress. That one was just incredible to be on. Now I've been doing a lot more of The Only Way is Essex. That one's incredible. I've been watching that since I was, you know, a young teen. I think Dressed to Impress was a good one because that was kind of just, it was my first one where I was in the limelight, and it was incredible, such a good experience, and I'll always continue doing The Only Way is Essex for as long as they want me. I can't say anything yet. All I'm going to say right now is that there is a repeat of a show that I've done before that I'm going on again, and just keep an eye on your TV screens, because there's more than one show coming out that this little face is going to be on. Reality TV means a lot to me. To me it means people day to day can have a voice. Obviously not everyone's on reality TV, but they're not these big A-list celebrities. They're, you know, they're still known in the media, and they're still known to people online and everything, and people still look up to them, which I think is incredible. They're just day-to-day people living their life, and they get this incredible career from just their personalities, because when you go for interviews they base it all on your personality, and if they think you're going to be entertaining, and if they think people are going to enjoy watching you, which I think is just incredible. It just gives people who aren't A-list celebrities a voice, and yeah, they can use that in a really positive way.